Hi Tatiana, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. So what brings you in?
Well, I'm a track athlete and I'm looking for ways to get leaner and fitter.
Um, and so with you being on the track team, are you like training for to become on the team or are you already on a team?
I'm not on the team. I'm training to be on the team.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so the first question that I want to ask is have you passed your PAR-Q?
no, I have not taken that.
You have not taken your PAR-Q, so do you have any health conditions that we need to know about?
I do regularly see cardiologists because I do have a heart murmur. So before I compete, usually I go and see him.
Okay. And then, so you already have a doctor for that?
Right.
Okay, good, perfect. Okay, so on a scale from 1 to 10, how physically active would you rate yourself right now?
I work out 4 times a week. I'm busy with like school and work, so I try to do 4 times out of the week.
And would you say that these are from a low to high intensity? Where would you rate it? Like, is it moderate? Is it low to moderate?
These are moderate.
Moderate exercises, so about 30-minute workouts, 30 minutes to an hour.
30 minutes to an hour.
Okay, gotcha. So, what made you want to train for track? What made you want to start again? Like, have you done track in the past? Is this something that you want to revisit? Like, what about track brought you back?
I have been running since I was in 5th grade.
Gotcha.
So it's just the ongoing thing that I like to do.
Okay, so just to stay in shape and it's something for enjoyment, you really like doing it. So what is the history with track? I know you said that you've been doing it since you were 5, but now that you're ready to get back into it, did you do it at 5 and then stop, or did you do it through high school? Like, what's the relationship between you and track and field?
I stopped in middle school, and then I picked it up when I was in high school. And then I did some in junior college before the pandemic, so I'm really trying to regain my fitness, yeah.
Gotcha. So were you a sprinter or a distance runner?
I'm a sprinter.
Okay, and then have you had any injuries while sprinting in your past history?
I've never had any injuries.
No surgeries or anything? Gotcha. How less active have you become since track and field has started? Like you said that you work out 4 days a week for about 30 minutes to an hour. So would you rate it like, would you say that you feel like you're ready to fully train again is what I'm trying to ask. Like, although my physical activity level has decreased, am I ready, do I feel like I'm ready to train at that full D1 level again? Or would I have to work my way up to that?
I'd have to work my way up to that.
Got you. So right now you're probably at a low to moderate exercise. Right. So we're going from a low to moderate to a very high intensity because it is D1 track and field. So with that, I would like to ask, do you feel mentally you're ready to take it there? Like, do you feel like mentally I'm prepared, I'm ready, I have all my goals set for what I want to do, and I'm ready mentally to tackle these things?
Mentally, I'm moderate. Physically, I'm moderate.
Right, so like in the middle. Yeah. I'm getting there. I'm slowly working towards.
Right.
Got you. So, do you remember the times that you used to run when you were younger? Like, when you were younger, what did you run and what were like your times? Do you know?
In junior college, I was at a 12.4. 12.44 in the 100. The 200 was like a 26.03. So that was like really close to 25. Part of that was me in my mental state. I could have done better. But yeah, I have to really, really drop my times in order to compete at this new level.
Right. Okay, so so you do know that you're coming from, junior college mentality, and then we're going to D1, so you do know that progressions have to be made. That's perfect. So you're kind of training your brain to slowly progress. Right. You're trusting the process and slowly doing it. That's perfect. That's good. So when does the season start?
For my season, it's going to start the spring of 2023.
Okay, so 2023. And then do you plan on training with a team by then, or do you plan on still being with me? What do you plan to do by then?
I will still be with you because I need a certain amount of
Need
school
additional.
credits. Yeah, and I
Okay.
need to train.
Okay, so you need additional training. So this would be your add-on once
Right.
2023 comes around. So with that being said, what long-term goals or short-term goals do you have set for yourself right now, or do you not have any yet?
I don't have any.
Okay, so do you plan on, before 2023 gets here, what's it, 2021? Do you plan on at least by 2022, let's say March or April, you're at least running the old times that you did run? Because when's the last time that you ran a 12 or a 23 in that 100 or 200?
I don't even.
Yeah, so one goal would be to get your start time, and then we'll progress from there. So that could be a short-term goal, and then we'll start looking at the D1 time so that we can see where you need to grow, so slowly growing. So I think like getting to that point that you were at in junior college, and then working towards that goal. So we'll start small. So the first step would be to get the time that you have right now for that 100 and that 200, and then get to where I once was, and then surpass that. Okay. So then, do you plan on joining any relay teams or anything? Like, do you plan on sticking out during your season? Like, what's your goal? What's your plan for the season? Or you haven't thought that far just yet?
In the season, I want an individual goal. I don't really want to go for a relay.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice, but I individually want like to break my personal times. I want that individual accomplishment.
Gotcha. So that's the same thing as we're doing right now, training the brain to one, except that we're starting here, growing to where we once were, and then surpassing, so on and so forth. So within your goals, I also noticed that you said that you wanted to become more lean in muscle and tone the abdominal strength. So when it comes to strength training, where would you rate your strength from 1 to 10?
No, 7.
A 7, or why would you say a 7?
Cause I'm pretty strong. It's just I need to tweak certain things.
Right.
Like my thighs, like my inner thighs, and then my core, cause that helps me when I run. It like makes me faster.
Gotcha. So those are very important.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, when is the last time that you've actually ran around the track?
That's not very consistent. I went about a week ago and I did a mile.
Okay. So you've done at least some running around the track before. Gotcha. Okay, so so you already covered that. Why you feel like you need to strengthen your abdomen. It makes you faster, you move quicker, you do certain things that you can, you have more abilities to do certain things. So I also noticed that you eat plant-based foods. How often do you eat carbs, or how often do you consume like protein and things?
I like to eat a lot of chicken and rice and beans, so like maybe like 3 times a week. But for dinner, so plant-based, I do that for like lunch or something. And I'll put it with like maybe like potatoes or something, or like pasta or something like that. And that's like once a week.
Okay, so would you be comfortable getting on a diet plan or setting up some type of diet so that we can help you increase in lean muscle and increase those abdominal muscles that you have?
Right, yes.
Okay, and then how has plant-based foods benefited you, or how hasn't it benefited you?
I personally really like it. I don't find it very hard. I didn't find it very hard to quit eating like beef and stuff, so it just naturally came to me. But so far, when I like work out, it makes me feel good.
Okay. So when you're working out, what do you feel like when you have eaten in the past? What you've eaten in the past? What did you feel like at the time? Did you feel tired? Did you dread the workout? Like, what did it feel like compared to now?
You feel heavier, like this whole clean eating thing I'm doing is like, you feel lighter. And like I'm lighter on my feet, because when I run, I can't have a lot of like fat on me. So, yeah, you just feel lighter on your feet, so it helps.
Okay, gotcha. And then, how often do you eat throughout the day? I know you said that you're busy with school, work. How often do you eat?
Yeah, I don't really like breakfast.
I don't. Okay.
I'll eat lunch and dinner, but that's really late at night, because I don't really get hungry like that throughout the day.
Gotcha. Okay, and then so just some questions for me. How many times a week do you plan on working out with me? Or do you plan on doing something like we work out one time, I see what you need, and then I give you what I think will work for you and you go from there? Or would you like to constantly come back? Because it's more of like a mental thing. If I can work out by myself and just come in and consult with somebody, then I would do that. But if I need somebody to push me, hold me accountable, and be there with me through this time, I would need to know. So where do you plan on going with that?
This time around, I need accountability, so I would come back to you. Because if I do it myself, it won't really work out very strong.
Gotcha. And then, how fast do you plan to see results? Because I know we're shooting for 2023, 2021's about to be over here. So when we get into 2022, do you say like by September of 2022 you plan to be running that D1 time, or do you say like by November or so, do you plan on running that D1 time, that goal that we're going to set for that D1 time?
Yeah, like next September, I
Okay.
should be
Ready
there.
to go.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then, have you ever like seen any practices or anything with the teams yet, or you don't know what they do just yet?
I've like peeped. I've watched a couple times to see, but it's like different because they all separate in groups because everybody does different things. But I've been told what they do, but
You haven't seen it.
I haven't like seen it because I don't want to like just walk up there and be disrespectful.
Right.
And watch people work out.
Right. Okay. So, so far we have set your goals for 2023, and we have seen like where we need to grow from, where we need to start. We have a starting point. So, I'll be looking forward to seeing you pretty soon.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.